Publilius Cyrus. Well, Publilius Cyrus. If that is your real name, you're right. Which is why my treasury needs to expand with the conquest of new lands.
And so it begins! We Romans never seek war, but having come to battle, we will not leave until it is over! Today we go into battle against the Gauls, warriors both worthy and brave in equal measure. This army is fully 1/4 of all our warriors. Imagine how we look to our enemies, and take heart from that thought. Our people expect great things of us, and we are the men to do great things. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. We outnumber them comfortably, but that should not be seen as an excuse not to fight hard. Why let your brother carry your burden? I have fought these men before, but they do not know me. They will, however, fear me by the end of the day. Now I say, this far and no further. Here we make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success. The auspices have been taken, and gods be praised, nothing can be found to deny us victory today. With such portents, we need only march upon the enemy. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Yes. Excellent speech, Flavius. You've inspired the troops.
Do it! At my order!
But I must say, in all honesty, Flavius, there are a few corrections. You were talking about letting your brother do the fighting. Unfortunately, I intend to let the disgusting barbarians do the fighting, slaughtering them by the hundreds before putting the true Romans into the breach. Now, we must examine the enemy's fortifications for his actual gating. Here, there may be an entrance. Perhaps we can break down the wall. Or we could go for the actual main gate. Yes. Perhaps the main gate is definitely the answer. Here it is. We'll go right up the centre. That's the kind of daring, challenging thing that Romans do. Damn it. It's too far from our marked area. Nonetheless, we can walk. There's the ram. We shall support it with a few more barbar idiots. There we go. And now we shall keep the body of the army back, away from the enemy's arrow towers, so they can't be peppered or destroyed, whilst the disgusting barbarian, scumbag, traitor turncoats who are actually making up the body of our army are breaking down the doors against their own brethren. What idiots. Again. We'll put the archers a little further forward, but still out of range of the walls, just in case of an enemy sally. Should they sally forth, then we'll find the archers ready for them. Our general here, right at the front, encouraging and inspiring as ever. Begin. You. Stinky barbarians. Take the wall. You. Secondary stinky barbarians. Behind your brothers. Good, good. Body of the army. We shall put you in place here. Nice and slow. Don't tire yourselves out, will you? The ram moves up to the wall. Look at them. Stupid mercenaries. You gentlemen are quite literally the bull's head of the advance. It's going to be your job to destroy the enemy. They mass in great numbers behind the walls. Reaching this is going to be difficult. Get more of their silly crayon gods. I do think we should study their religion a little once we've destroyed their entire civilization and slaughtered their people. There might be something of value in the fairy tales that they call their gods. The ram is at the wall, and we can get to the bloody business of the day. Turn. Get it to the gate, you idiots.
Smash the gate!
Our soldiers are at the gates! Now they must batter a way through!
Infantry awaiting on the other side.
Barbarian mercenaries!
Mercenaries, forward please.
Move! Hurry!
You're going to do the dying first. Destruction of the gate goes well. Almost in.
Our soldiers have done their work well! The battering ram has broken through the gate!
Excellent. Come then, you disgusting, disgusting dogs. Meet your brothers in battle. In they go, through the breach. It's a chaotic mess at the destroyed gate. The true Romans will stand back. We'll wait for the hired help to get through the gate. When they do, we'll get in there and do some fighting ourselves. Let them blunt the enemy's heads, and take the arrows. They are, after all, warriors for coin. The fewer of them they are, the rest will get richer. Oof. The enemy's archers have set themselves up quite well now on the sides of the advance. If we don't make it through this very quickly, then our troops will take quite a lot of arrow fire. To that end, let's see if we can't get some Roman archers up here to do a little damage. Double time, chaps. We're going to put some fire on their archers to soften them up, even though they're behind the gate. And support our own lads there. As you can see, the arrows are flying in thick and fast against our Gaulish mercenaries. It's going to be quite a deadly volley we're looking at. Mercenaries are really taking quite a pounding. Now, the enemy's faltering slightly, but they're certainly not in the mood to run. Our own archers are on their way. Gauls are looking to fight their way through the gates. The enemy cavalry lies below. Truly, this is going to be a brutal skirmish. Let's have some fire arrows, shall we? Up we go. Excellent. Excellent. Putting some fire on the enemy's archers, we ease the pressure on the door, force them to withdraw to the hill. Our own barbarian warriors are now less fettered by the enemy's arrows. Excellent. We'll move our archers this way. Unfortunately, our velites are less effective. They're going to have to be withdrawn, simply because they're taking fire and returning none. Poor show, velites, poor show. Whatever happens, archers, do not get caught up in the mess, please. You are very, very weak troops. Oh, it's raining. Bugger. It would appear that the gods themselves do not favour my advance. With the rain, the fire arrows will be less effective, and now the men at the front are once again on their own. The This is a poor show. The barbarians are also making extremely slow progress breaking through the gate. The enemy's resolve appears to be a great deal larger than I thought it once was. Very well. It appears we shall have to lose good Roman blood. So we commit the rest of the army to the fray. Now the sheer sight of these troops should at least stun or in other ways shock the enemy before they make it through. Fire arrows will keep doing their part as well, causing some enemy casualties for the massive columns of Julii moving into the fray. That's it, lads. Show these stinking barbarian scumbags how real fighting is done. Fire arrows streaming overhead, Romans to the right, Gauls to the left, nothing but soon-to-be corpses ahead of us. Our archers have got a very good range on them, very good indeed.
Our soldiers have captured the walls! Now is the time to press on and capture this place!
See, send in the Romans and the real action gets done. Stupid barbarian turncoats. We'll leave the archers here to defend the doorway in case the enemy makes any sort of move towards making it in. What a face, you harlequin fools. The moment they make it through the doors, they flee. Ah, tactical blunder has occurred here. Our own men are now within the firing range of our own arrows. Here are the burned corpses of our enemies. Look at them, fools. Scorched as they flee. Our men are now moving to take the hill. This, I hope, will be a successful venture. Every time an enemy unit sallies down to hurt us, it sees the sheer size of our army and is peppered with arrows and flees. Top of the hill, please, lads. Top of the hill. What awaits us here? Quite a large number of troops, it would seem. The enemy is regrouping in the centre around their disgusting rock shrines to their stupid, pathetic, childlike, infantile gods. Very well. We shall slaughter you in front of the face of your non-existent deity, under the trees of your wicked pagan stupidity. Reform as you will. This will be a battle without equal, the largest the Julii had yet seen in this epic tale of destruction. Unfortunately, our line has become extremely stretched as the column moves into the city. There's a very real danger of being flanked here, but it seems the enemy's disorderly retreat to the centre is going to prevent that. Aha! Fears have made the first contact of the sally forth. A very small number of Hastati were engaged against the barbarian order. This could be bad. Unfortunately, the men are slightly stretched out. Do what you can, lads. Cut them down. Do not fear their disgustingly coloured odd trousers. Hastati are doing well here. Ah, an enemy horse charge, exactly as I feared, into the thin side of the column. This is going to be ill. Hopefully, the spears have made it to the front and are engaged. Indeed they are. If the spears are engaged against the horses, we do stand a chance. The horses' charge will also be somewhat blunted as they try to come through from a very thin angle. Cut them down. Cut them down. Unfortunately, our advance has been halted here, but the sheer number of our men should, although I hate to try and prophesy, they are still thrown left, right and centre by their horse. Gentlemen, you were born to fight and die. True Romans, one and all. Stupid barbarians. No slacking. You earn your gold by dying. You can see now the massive weight of the Roman army. slamming into this thin line of Gaulish cavalry, which have no longer got the speed or the power to charge. They begin falling underneath our swords. Oh, there is a Gaulish prince in amongst them. Cut him and his guards down. Kill him. Kill him now. Excellent. The spearmen are engaged.
Gods who feel the gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Excellent. With the enemy general dead, they all flee to the center. It is time to crush these disgusting proto-Frenchmen. Sound the retreat, by all means. We shall give you spear, and we shall give you sword, and you shall be carried out on a shield. Time to die. There's a large number of Gauls, and I'm afraid your inefficient, barbaric ridiculousness has led you all to be in disarray in the centre. Whilst Roman discipline, Roman arms, sees us slowly advancing and cutting you to pieces amidst the trees of your stupid wicked gods. Don't run to us, Gaul. There is nothing for you here but the point of the spear with the edge of the blade. We are all going to die. Advance, gentlemen. Shields high. Huge numbers of the Gaulish infantry are routing as our own men begin to commit themselves to the fray. And here's the entire army is now committed. An excellent position to be in. Fight hard, lads, fight hard. There's a single unit of the enemy here, the skirmishers. And their warband. They appear to have a slightly higher morale than the others. Once we break them, break them all. Sound of blood letting. Infantry must be off. Triarii with their spears are a truly awesome sight. Our advance is unequalled and unparalleled. Roman armies shall take the day. We shall sow this land with stinky Frenchman blood, grow from it buds through their eyeballs. What do you have for us, Gaul? I have another 1,000 soldiers behind this one. You have nothing but this stupid, chipped-up little rock piece which you call a god. Yes, this is the way battles should be fought. Man to man, blade to blade. The Gauls fight well. They act together. There is one forward and there is one back. So, there's one, they'll perish. Come on lads, cut them to pieces. The Romans' main tactical advantage, of course, in this situation is the shorter sword, or gladius. It allows the sword to be moved around a bit more like a dagger and used in close quarters, where the traditional barbarian lance, spear or longsword is much more unwieldy and uncomfortable in these kind of quarters. Here we see as we travel along the front line, the Triarii right in the thick of things doing their job. The Triarii spearmen are best used against cavalry, of course, dismounting them and destroying them with their own weapons. But as it stands, it turns out a large piece of wood with a very sharp piece of metal in the end is rather an effective instrument against a bare-chested man. Don't you wish you'd less than a little armour now, eh, boys? Oh, do run. Yes, do run. They seem to want to try and open another flank. Will do them no good. The Triarii are now advanced solidly on the right flank. They are starting in the centre. The enemy have backed right into their tower square. The rain begins again. The blood-soaked earth, Mother Nature's tears, and man's arteries open to the soul. Kill them. This is it. The Battle of Batavium is almost over. Crushing throng of the Roman advance cannot be resisted. Sure. Even the disgusting barbarian turncoats are in the fray. They do their part, weak as they are. Triarii truly are excellent troops, but they're taking a hell of a beating in this right flank. The right flank has become very thin, the Triarii are exposed. We risk losing an extremely good unit, as we can support them. I'm going to send a whole unit of Astarte on the right to support the Triarii in their movements. Triarii continue to take casualties. They're down to 89 men in the unit now, which is very slim pickings for an extremely elite unit I cannot re-recruit. Come on, Astarte, help your brothers. Astarte third in their pylon. As thunder and rain crash down, Batavian sees a conflict it will never better. This small village, the southern tip of Gaul, will become the northern tip of Rome. As a flag changes hands, hundreds will die. The Triarii in the centre are really doing their bit. They are getting hammered. This is why one should always have mercenaries on hand, to take the brunt of the casualties before the enemy damages your elite units. Run, Gauls, run. Do you not see what there is for you here? The vast armies of Rome. Ever-reliable Triarii, down to only 74 men now, fighting into the right flank, have penetrated the most deeply of all of the Roman units. The Astarte on the left, doing their part, they've cut into the enemy well. The Triarii now have been promoted. Their veterancy born through blood and combat. Thunder rages overhead, rain pours in, and Gauls die. It is the medicine of the season. Damn. The Triarii fight hard and die well. There are too few of them left. All of them. Forwards for the final charge. A rain of spears will be the end of you. Falls like tears from the heavens, these harlequin jesting idiots begin to fly. The last of them remain to be cut to pieces. This must be the last. Must be the last. 5 enemy troops remain, thunder and lightning, and now it is heat. Fight to the death. You are brave men, brave indeed. I'm afraid I will see you all hung.
The enemy army is in flight! Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield!
You fought like heroes, and you asked me to spare you. No. The last of them stands valiantly.
Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory!
killed to the man. In war, important events result from trivial causes. Gaius Julius Caesar.
Victory! Settlement captured!
Now you shall be slaves of Rome, your pride broken, your city taken, and your people in chains. Learn your place. So it shall be there, in the summer of 263 BC, where we leave this small chapter of the massive Julii advance. Mediolanium, Patavium, Sedesta, Arretium and Arymnium, all under Julii control, the river fortified, and the great dark forests of Germania and eastern France await. Next time.